A consumer proposal could be the solution to your debt insolvency. Dan McDicken, a licensed insolvency trustee with Faber, is here to help us understand how they work. Good morning, Dan.
Good morning, Corey.
So what exactly is a consumer proposal?
Great question. A consumer proposal is a legal process that allows an individual that's struggling with debt to offer a settlement to their unsecured creditors, often for an amount less than what is actually owed to the unsecured creditors by making monthly payments without interest over time.
Okay.
A consumer proposal must be filed by a licensed insolvency trustee, or LIT. An LIT is licensed and governed by the Office of Superintendent of Bankruptcy, which is a federal government agency. And consumer proposals are administered and governed under the Bankruptcy and Insolvency Act. So licensed insolvency trustees, or LITs, are the only professionals authorized to file consumer proposals.
Okay, and there's a legal framework involved.
Absolutely, there's structure. So the consumer proposal process usually starts when an individual consults with an LIT. The LIT will gather that individual's financial information and uses that information to structure the terms of a proposal. The proposal is then filed with the Office of the Superintendent of Bankruptcy and distributed to the unsecured creditors, well, all creditors. And the creditors respond to that by submitting a voting letter, either voting to approve or refuse the proposal as filed.
Okay.
And in order for a proposal to be accepted, all you need is a simple majority of votes from the unsecured creditors approving the proposal. Every creditor gets one vote for every dollar amount that's owed.
Okay.
So if the debtor has $60,000 in debt, unsecured debt, then you require $30,001 in votes from the creditors voting to approve the proposal.
Okay. How does a proposal compare to other options out there?
Well, there's a lot of options, but the two most common options under the Bankruptcy and Insolvency Act for consumer debtors is a consumer proposal, as the name suggests,
right,
and a personal bankruptcy, but there are huge differences between them. Some of the most significant differences are in a consumer proposal, the debtor must offer more to the creditors than they would otherwise receive in a personal bankruptcy. So there has to be an upside for the creditors to entice them to approve the proposal. There's a debt threshold in filing a proposal of $250,000 in total debt, but that excludes the mortgage on the principal residence. In a personal bankruptcy, there's no debt threshold. So an individual could owe $1 million and still file a personal bankruptcy.
Wow.
Creditors, as I mentioned, get to vote on the acceptance or refusal of a consumer proposal, whereas in a personal bankruptcy, the bankruptcy is forced upon the creditors and they're legally bound to accept it.
Okay, and what do people need to know if they're thinking about filing?
Well, I would strongly encourage anybody that's struggling with finances and wants to learn more about their options to reach out to Faber, talk to one of our licensed insolvency trustees, and we'll provide a free consultation and gather their information and go through all the options that are available to them, because there's a number of options and it really depends on an individual's personal financial circumstance as to which path is best to move forward that aligns with their goals and objectives.
Perfect. The help and advice is out there.
It is.
Perfect. For more information or to speak with a licensed insolvency trustee, you can reach out to Dan and the team at faber.ca. The information provided in this segment is of a general nature and is provided for information purposes only. It does not constitute professional financial advice. Please contact a licensed insolvency trustee before making any financial decisions.
Money Matters, brought to you by Faber. We've got your back.